Coming up, a battle between two Heisman winners as Baker Mayfield looks to go 3-0 against Joe Burrow. It's the Browns and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken at the goal line.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Takk McKinley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet.
Try to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mayfield to throw it. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. That's probably bringing back nightmares.
And now before the ball changes hands, I'm going to take a look at this just a minute. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Eluding the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Mayfield.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
On second and goal, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The numbers for Mixon last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Burrow.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Mayfield finding Beckham. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these 2 franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure a throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. On third down, Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Here's a give to Mixon. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here's Chris Jones now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is incomplete.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys in the...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go with Chubb on second down, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Ooh, with a juke. So we come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Let's go. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns continue to roll. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Here's Burrow. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Chris Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Airing one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll go underneath here to Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. To the air again, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a carry for Pirine. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Able to slither by. And they work this out past the 25.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brings up 2nd